Welcome to this quick video which introduces you to grademark turnitin and includes tips and best practice. So go to the LE page for the work that you want to mark and order it however you would like. Click the pencil icon and you'll start marking. The first thing that I want to direct you to are these tools here, which is the ones that allow you to provide feedback onto the assessment. So we can expand those and we can see what's called quick marks. Now these are the pre-written comments by you or grademark turnitin that include feedback that we can just add straight into the assignment. So the first thing that I tend to do is add that first quick mark by myself, and that expands to just show if you want to discuss the feedback, then come see me on my office hours, and it links to my webpage where students then know how to come and see me. So how do you create a quick mark? Well, there are two ways to do that. The first is just to click create a comment and write in a comment which you then might want to convert it to a quick mark, and we'll call it that, and now it appears in the quick mark page, so I can go ahead and add that in throughout the assessment whenever I like. Not that it's too relevant here. The second way is to use your quick mark manager to prepare your quick marks. You can go ahead, create a new set, as I have done here for Geo3239, and then you can add in new quick marks and go ahead and add in some information here. So I might have a general might have a general one about the relevance of material, which helps the student meet the criteria, understand the criteria. Okay. Let's go ahead and save that. So that now appears in this set Geo329. I can close that, and you can see that material that is now there. So I can go ahead and start marking this assessment. I can do that by adding, let's read this, project summary. So the inventor project, let's go ahead and add a quick mark here, and we can add that one that we've just added. And that's placed then there on the folder. The student can expand that and see the notes. We can go ahead and write quick marks, comments, and just rather than a quick mark, just a comment. Maybe you're not likely to need that for another student, or we can just go ahead and write some text straight onto the assignment. So we can go through and we can do that throughout the work and give it a grade, which is up here in this box. You want to refer to the notched criteria. So the student should submit a submission sticker with it all there for you. You should also be able to see if a student has approved an approved individual learning plan. If that's the case, then you can go ahead and follow that link to guidelines for how to mark, how to provide feedback with following that criteria, the dyslexic guidelines for marking. So you've done that assessment and it's complete. You can go ahead and click the next submission arrow to go to the next assignment, and you can start marking that in the same way, adding in your comments, adding in your quick marks, putting the grade up here. Actually, there's one thing that we didn't do previously, which is refer to the new geography rubric form. So you'll note that we have 4 criteria in geography for our feedback, which relates to relevance of material, knowledge, structure, and use of case studies, and then recommendations for improvement. So you can see that actually I've got nothing referring the student to these criteria. So we can go ahead and write that in here, for example, or we can assign that when we're adding in our quick marks. So we can say, let's give a quick mark here, and let's assign it to a criteria 1. You can see that when we have done that, we've now got at least one comment which refers to criteria 1. We can carry on and we can do that through the assignment. Let's do it for a comment this time. You can obviously be more creative with your feedback than this, and let's assign that to criteria 2. So we've marked it, we've given it a grade, and we've now got criteria across the entire rubric as outlined by the Geography Education Committee. So you can move on to the next assignment and start marking that. One tip here as well is if you've got group marking, then so if you've got multiple markers on the same assignment, then you're better off distributing the work based on the order they appear in here. So we've got 11 assignments. It might be that I mark the first 5, someone else marks the remaining 6, for example. So they can go ahead, go to the final assignment, and then work their way backwards. That's just a neat way of doing it. You don't then have to go back to the early page each time. And you can work your way through the work by following this drop-down box as well. Just to note as well, if you are working in a group, then you might want to share. Share these quick marks with the other markers. You can again go back to your quick mark manager, and you can download a set. In this case, the one that we've got active. That'll download to my downloads folder, and then I can email that to my colleagues who are marking. They can go into their quick marks and they can upload that set, and they can use it just as they would. Obviously, making sure they change this one to whoever it is. Whoever it is, obviously change it to your name. Yeah. Good. So hopefully that will provide you with some help to get started. If you're wondering how a student might view this, it appears the same to them, just about these quick mark boxes. So they can go ahead through their assignment, click on these boxes, and sort of read the feedback as they go along. But also they may want to download it, so they can go ahead and hit this download button, current view, and this will prepare a PDF for them. It will prepare a PDF with their work that they submitted, with all the comments that you've provided, including the mark for them to save and maybe bring to their personal tutor in discussion. So that's downloaded. Let's have a look, see what it looks like. Let's just go ahead and open that. You can see the work with all these comments that we've written. They're obviously not pop-up boxes because it's now a PDF, but they all appear after the submission sticker at the end. The student will see their grade, and then they'll be able to read these comments. As well, you can see that some of the comments are in relation to criteria 1 and relevant to material. You can see the comment there, and then you go back down through, and the student will be able to see each of these criteria that we've outlined in geography. So the student can go ahead and save that to a folder where they can manage and keep a track of their feedback. I hope you find this useful. Any questions, come to me. Thanks very much.